interesting experience recently. So I'm at this event that ends around 11 o'clock, but this place is open until 2 or 3 in the morning. There's this woman that I'm talking to. I start talking around 10:30. It's almost 12:30 in the morning, and it was like, there was a lot of conversation going by. It was an interesting conversation. She's putting her hand on my shoulder, brushing my shoulder when she laughs without me breaking any touch barrier kind of thing. And this conversation, like somewhere in the middle of this conversation, somebody recognized me and said, "Oh my God, you're whatever," and asked for a picture. And this was a normal conversation up until this point. She looks at me afterwards and goes, "Are you famous or something?" And I said, "No, I pay everybody here $200 to follow me around and pretend they know me to impress pretty girls." And then she like punches me, but like a joking punch. Anyway, around 12:30 or so, I gotta get going. So I said, "Hey, it's been a pleasure." I give her my phone with the contacts thing open, and I say, enter your info. I'll take you to dinner sometime. It'll be fun. How about Friday?" So I give her all this info. I call her. We schedule something. I take her to some place before we go to dinner, and honestly, this is one of the things that I'm very, very grateful for. I was running late, so we wind up taking separate cars. I was gonna pick her up. Thank God I was running late. And running late, we go to this first place before dinner, where no money is going to be spent, and we're talking back and forth. And at some point, she makes mention of a boyfriend, and I go, "Huh, a boyfriend?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, I have a boyfriend." And I go, I thought this was a date." And then I say, "Oh." She goes, "Oh," and then and I said, "Huh," which is like, "Oh, interesting." And I say, "Yeah, usually like on Friday, if a woman is talking to a guy on Friday night from 10 to 12 and kind of touching him and all this other stuff, and he asks her to dinner and she says yes, yeah, if that were my girlfriend, that would be the end of that. That would be, if I learned, that would be the fucking end of that." And I would be very, very sad at the way that turned out. Anyway, and she's like, "Well, I have a boyfriend." And then she takes her hand, she rests it on my palm and says, "But he doesn't have to know," and gives me a smile. At which point, like, I picked up her hand as if it was a MacBook that somebody had pissed on. I put it up. "Ma'am, it was a pleasure meeting you." And I go home. I don't know. I don't fucking understand modern dating. I have no fucking clue how this is supposed to work. If it's a Friday night and it's 10:30 on a Friday night, why the fuck are you not hanging out with your boyfriend? And if you're not hanging out with your boyfriend because you have to do other stuff, why are you talking to random other dudes for? Like, what the fuck? A guy does not ask you out to fucking dinner at SP Steakhouse because he wants to be friends with you. And that's the weird thing over here. That's the weird thing. Like, what was the palm shit? Why'd you put your hand on my palm and then say, "Well, he doesn't have to know"? Excuse me? Like, I really don't even understand what that is. Is that like, well, he would maybe be mad if I had a male friend that I'm talking to, so he doesn't have to know? Or is that a like whole, no, I'd be willing to bang you and he doesn't have to know? I don't even know, but I fucking ran. And like, it could have been considerably more awkward, because if I was the one who took her, then it would be this awkward situation where, okay, you're getting an Uber home, you ain't getting back in my car. Because there's no way in fucking hell I would have drove that woman home. But the taking separate cars actually wound up being a good thing, because that means I don't have to, like, I have no, wow. I don't know. I don't, experiences like that just get me down. I have no fucking clue how any of this works. None at all. Not a single idea. There are certain things, in my opinion, that you should let people know up front in dating. A, you have a boyfriend. B, you have a kid. C, you're a serial killer. Maybe that's, so fucking weird, man. doesn't have to know. Yeah. Best of luck with that. Turn off turn signal. I felt like Mosenrath's glove was on my hand when she touched me and said that. He doesn't have to know. Well, I hope that guy ran away. I hope to God that guy, learns. The only thing worse than being alone is being with somebody that's that fucked in the head. Take it from somebody who enjoyed being with people who are fucked in the head. The white would be very frustrated because he has no place to go. Now he is tailgating the car that's right in front of him. However, there is a car in front of that car, and a car in front of that car, and a car in front of the car in front of that car. There's not really much place for him to go. He's kind of stuck there. Oh, red light. He's gonna rage. I'm treating dating like a fucking job interview from now on. It's gonna be a background check. You gotta answer 30 questions first. There was this other event that I was at that was interesting where I said, what was the comment I made? Okay, because I worked for a billionaire, there were certain people that would go around making it sound like if you said the right thing to me, you could get access to money. And I could always tell when that was happening, just based on the looking back and forth as somebody was talking to somebody, if there were certain people who were talking. Anyway, so I'm showing this person next to me how image works, because I think it's cool. So I was searching for something like happy fish, sad fish. At one point, some picture of my balcony shows up, and this woman's just being nosy, looking over this guy's shoulder at my fucking phone, and she's like, wow, that's a nice balcony. And I'm like, yeah, it is. He's like, hey, I'm gonna remodel it with some glass to replace the bar so I don't feel like I'm in federal prison. And she's like, wow, I'd love to see that balcony. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I go back to talking to the guy, and then she says something like, you know, I'd love to go on that balcony with you. And I'm like, well, we have to see if you qualify first. And she goes, qualify? It's like, yeah, I don't know. What, you don't think I don't just let any chick I meet at Sylvester meet up onto my balcony, do you? Oh man, she got so pissed. She was raging. That was funny. Get away from me with that shit. Oh, that was so transparent. I gotta start doing that more often. Yeah, we gotta see if you qualify. What do you mean qualify? Here's the questionnaire. Here are the job interview questions. Hey, do you have a boyfriend? B, if I were to speak to your last 2 or 3 boyfriends, how would they describe you? I treat that like a job interview. I think that's an interesting one. Like, they're an interesting. How put this? I think that everybody should be picky. I think men should be picky. I think women should be picky. But there's this very interesting thing that occurs when I make even the slightest comment that I'm not just indiscriminately going to get excited because you indicate that you want to fuck me. Because like I've had some experiences like that other one where somebody's kind of come on a little heavy and it's like, yeah, we gotta see, gotta see if you qualify. What? I don't know. I'm wondering what would happen if I just walked up to a woman I didn't know, looked over her friend's shoulder, and just started looking at her photos and saying, yeah, I'd like to be over there. I mean, I am good looking, exceptionally good looking, but there are limits there. I work through relationships to pay the bills. Okay, that's fun. That is fucking funny. I think that things would change if men did not just get excited and chase every single woman that didn't a complete creep. I mean, this stuff wouldn't be normal if men had standards. Most men don't have standards. Half of the time, I don't think I do either. There's just a modicum of standards. Not a lot, but something. Something that indicates some basic decorum of good behavior from me. Some adulting. This is a green light, but it looks like a red light. 183 is a scary highway. I try to stay off of this one as often as I can. You have to... Behind me is going 90 miles an hour, and then they go from 90 to 100 when you put on your turn signal. It's not very nice, you know. I'm trying to think of which Tori Amos concert it was. Nice, you know. I think it was the Live at My the red dress. Not the blue dress, but the red dress one. It's not very nice, you know. It's not very nice, you know.
say I'm to blame, say you don't know me. Even if it's taking the easy way out, keep it inside of you, don't give in, don't tell them anything, don't let it show.
I like the middle of this. I don't like the end of it. I like this. Okay. It really is, Catherine. I enjoy. I really like Alan Parsons' project.
Even if you want to believe there's a way, I won't be there. I won't be there. They'll smile when they mention my name. They'll never know you. Laugh when they say I'm to blame. They'll never know you. You've got nothing to hide. Keep it inside of you. Don't give in. Don't tell them.
Oh, this is hard. Yes, this is gonna be good. There's a parking spot. Holy shit. This is the first time I've come here. I don't have to illegally park. Put a fucking hammer and reflective vest in my window and pretend I'm a maintenance man. That trick still works. That's the Steve. That's the New York right there. That's the Steve move.